Hi. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Good Shabbos. Ms. Sharon, Ms. President, what I don't have is a list that I need to have.
I had it in my office.
Oh, you had it. You stole it from me.
Watch out, there's a little water on the desk.
Where are your glasses? Let's check to remember. One trip.
I was going to bring it in. I screwed up there.
That's okay. I just want to get to the end and then think of
Something too. Okay. The Lechner family. You're going to say it in Lechner. Lech.
No, that's what she said to me.
I know them for years.
Okay.
Lechner. She said Lechner?
That's what I thought she said to me.
Who called you? The woman called you? Oh, yeah. She said Lechner. Okay. Lechner.
No, maybe I'm not.
You've been saying Lechner.
I know.
You've been
saying
How
it
are you
wrong.
supposed to know?
Saying it wrong.
Lechner.
Shabbat Shalom. Hi, everybody. So we've been asking every time we come in, because it's part of our tradition, is anyone here for the very first time?
Okay.
Is anyone in our sanctuary is anyone here for Shabbat for the very first time? Is there any first time? Oh my God, we have a first timer.
There you
Hi.
go. There she is.
This is this lovely young lady, Samantha. She is my sister-in-law, and she is the sister of my lovely wife, sitting right next to her. All right. So this is a great time, a great opportunity. Just look around you, say Shabbat Shalom. I at some point someone said, hug 5 people. You don't have to hug anyone, but say Shabbat Shalom to just everyone. Just look around and wave. Just look at everyone in the face. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
As I say, we've all come from different places and come from different parts of this area, but we've all made it and we've arrived and we've joined together as one community. And I always think that's so exceptional that we all have our different little pockets and our different little places. And yet tonight we finally get here and start Shabbat. We are one. Maybe they would like to light candles. Maybe they would. Let's do a little melody first, and then we can light some candles, yeah?
And then nobody's going to...
Either.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. I need some singing. Come on. Come on, Samantha, gotta sing. La 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 la. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la
It is my pleasure to invite my wife and my sister-in-law up to the bima, if you guys would do our candles. They grew up in a conservative synagogue, so they definitely know the blessing. No prayer book for these girls.
Very impressive. Okay.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. All right, page 128, everybody. You know the routine. Top of the page, Psalm 133. If you want to put your arms around each other, sway back and forth. It's a nice thing to do as we all sing. One more time. There's that nice family. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim kam yachad.
Hine matov umanayim
shevet achim kam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim kam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
I like that you say like give it to me, Rich.
Hine
matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov yalalai yalalai. Hine matov yalalai yalalai. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov yalalai yalalai. Hine matov yalalai yalalai. Hine matov hine
only reserved for him. I'm with you up until there. Like
okay.
I'm on board up until up until like the real talent comes in, and then I have to like send myself off ship.
That's okay.
Richie, I just want to comment. We love you. I love the haircut. Richie's on the beamer with us, and I look at you, and it's really nice to be with you every single week, and I appreciate it. I love the haircut. You look great, man. It's the summer cut. Do you hear that? It's summer, folks.
Summer cut.
It's
Richie.
Florida. It's summer. So instead of 87 degrees, it's 97 degrees.
There you go.
Look at that. What a change.
We're going to go to page 129, 2 songs from the bottom. Ki yesh mera Shabbat. When I keep Shabbat, God watches over me. It is a sign forever between God and me. This was sung by the Jews of Baghdad. This is for our friend Moshe. And for everybody. Ki yesh mera Shabbat yishmereni. Ki yesh mera Shabbat yishmereni. Oti le'ol meyad beino veini. Oti le'ol meyad beino veini. Ki yesh mera Shabbat yishmereni. Ki yesh mera Shabbat yishmereni. Oti le'ol meyad beino veini. Oti le'ol meyad beino veini.
He's putting me on.
Now you're in for a treat.
He pointed to it. He pointed to the psalm. So we have to do it. Psalm 96.
Here we go.
If you know it, sing it. I know the girls in the front do.
Page 131, everybody. Psalm 96.
Shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol haaretz, shiru ladonai bachu shemo, basru miyom leom yeshuato, safru bagoyim keveodo bechol ha'amim niflotav, ki gadol Adonai, umulal מאוד נורהו על כל אלוהים כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים לאדוני שמיים מסע הוד והדר לפניו עוז ותפארת במקדשו ינאי ינאי ינאי
Page 138, Lachadodi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
This is the jazz one, right?
Yep. This is it.
This is it.
This is our jazzy version. Lachadodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala. Lachadodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala. La 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 lachadodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala. Lachadodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad. Ishmi'anu el ha'meichad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'litehi la 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 l'chadodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala, l'chadodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala. Likrat Shabbat lekuven elka, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, so ma'aseh b'makshava techil la 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 chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki v'horek umiori, uri shir daberi. Kavod Adonai alaik niga la 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 la.
Please rise as we welcome Shabbat.
Penei
Shabbat nekabela. Give Shabbat a big hug.
Chadodi likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nekabela. Bohi v'shalom ateret bala. Gam besimcha uvetzola. Tokemune am segula. Boi kala.
You may be seated.
Leka dodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabela. Leka dodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabela la 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 lecha dodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabela.
You know what we're missing? A trumpet and a snare drum. That's what we're missing. One day we'll make the jazz l'chadodi a true jazz l'chadodi.
We have klezmer Shabbat coming up, April 4th.
It's coming up in April.
It's coming up. I'm counting the days.
So is my big day to win the lottery. It's coming right up.
Well, it's coming. It'll be here.
It's on its way. It'll be here any minute.
Yeah, well, it is coming April 4th. So we'll have a trumpet that night.
Don't hold your breath, folks.
And we'll have a drum. Well, if anybody wants to sponsor it, we can have it before.
Or if anyone wants to play the snare or a trumpet or both, you're welcome to come right in and join us.
Okay.
All right.
Meanwhile, page 140. Page 140 is Psalm 92, the Psalm for Shabbat. We go down 11 lines. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Adonai ma'od amku machshavotecha. We change one word. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Yah. Another one of God's names. The translation is beautiful. It's in the middle of the page. How great are your works, Adonai. How very subtle your designs. The wonder of everything. The wonder of creation. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Yah me'od amku machshavotecha. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Yah me'od amku machshavotecha. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Yah me'od amku Makshavotecha Hamagadlu Mahasekaya Meoram Ku Makshavotecha. Page 144, the Kaddish. Yitkadav Shemei Rabbah V'amadi v'ra kirutei v'amlik makmutei v'kayechonu v'yomechon uv'kayedeko beit Yisrael Bagala Uvizman kadri vimeru.
Amen.
Yesh me Rabba mevorach le'olam ulam me'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpahar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei de Kudesha Rechu Le'ela min komer chata v'shirata Tushpechata v'nechemata Damiran b'yama v'yimeru. Amen. We rise for the Baruch Hu, page 146.
Sure do. We face the ark.
Yep. Turn on my mic. Ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Bareku et Adonai Hamevorach. Bareku et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Leolam Vahed. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Leolam Vahed. Ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la la la.
We're going to skip to page 265. Is that okay?
Sure.
Can we do two?
Sure.
Okay. In the Hebrew, because it's beautiful and it is our language, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, 265. Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma potech she'arim u'vitvuna meshanei itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et ha'chochavim, b'mishperotehem barakia kirtzono. B'rei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom u'mevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam ve'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. We turn the page.
Let's do Ahavat Olam, Rich.
It's pretty.
Okay, page 266, everybody.
Thank you.
Ahavat Olam.
Gracias. I like this one. Thank you, Cantor.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amkavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadta אותנו לימדת. כן אדוני אלוהינו בשכבנו, קומנו נסיק בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ויארך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו Yisrael.
Okay, I have to admit, I learned something very new. If you look at the footnote, before we get to the Shema, because sometimes I say, oh, you can stand, you can rise. We're all going to rise for the Shema. So I ask you not to rise, but I'm going to tell you something. If you look down at the bottom of the footnote, where it says, these are the last words. It's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the last words to be recited before going to bed at night, as well before one's death, which is true. It's in the Vidui. We say it. But it says, classical Reform Judaism treated this verse as the core statement of Jewish faith. Hence, the Reform custom has been to rise before reciting the Shema. That's where it came from. Rabbi Yochanan taught that the entire first paragraph should be said standing. Historically, following the old Babylonian custom, one remains seated. There you go, folks. I was looking for, because they argue about, in the Talmud, they argue about whether you should stay standing or you should be seated. And really, what they arrive at is they say, if you're seated or standing, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you feel gives you the most feeling of the Shema. Whatever gives you the most intentionality. But I find this paragraph quite interesting, that in Reform Judaism, because we have this idea that we stand for things, just like we stand for the president when he walks in the room, or she one day will maybe walk in the room, who knows? Right, this idea of giving honor, of giving respect, and I appreciate that Reform Judaism has this outlook. So we rise for the Shema, which can be found on page 267.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Va'ed.
We're going to skip right over. You may be seated to page 270 for our Micha Mocha.
Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai.
Mi chamocha
Neder b'kodesh nora tehilot osei felet. Nora tehilot osei felet. Malchutecha ra'u banecha. Bokei yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Elianu ve'amru. Ze Elianu ve'amru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha neder b'kodesh nora tehilot osei felet. Nora tehilot
osei felet. We jump right to 271. One of my favorite prayers, the Hashkivenu, but we say it together in English. No, it's all right. So we say it in English because we all. I like this idea of a canopy. I think here, the best analogy I have is we live in Florida. Okay, what's the one thing you need at the beach when you go to Florida? An umbrella. You need shelter. It is the difference. Having an umbrella, having shelter, it is a completely different experience at the beach or really anywhere else, right? And whenever I get to this idea, I think of what it means to be sitting out in the sun or having an umbrella or having shade above me. And that right there is really like the concept of what we're saying with Hashkivenu, that we look to God for a place to rest. A place not sitting out, right, in the sun to rot in the heat. A place that's in the cool. Scott's shaking his head. For a time, you can you can bake for a little bit, but you do need to come inside, right? Or wait for it, since my wife is from Houston, air conditioning. You ever heard of that? All right, okay. The difference between being outside and doing yard work and that fresh air when it hits you as soon as you walk in and you're like, oh my God, you could plots on the floor, right? That is the concept I think here that we ask for God. We ask of God for that type of rest, for that type of nourishment, for that type of well-being, for that canopy, literally, Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, right, to be spread over us. And so please join with me on 271 in the English. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai hapurei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu v'lo kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Vishamru, page 272. We'll do the regular one, traditional one. Yeah.
Because Rudy's not here.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam.
He's watching online. I'm waving to the camera.
V'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat לדורותם
ברית העולם.
ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים v'et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
One of my, we're going to turn to the Amidah. One of my favorite moments, I'm looking at you, Sharon. Dallas came up here one night and he did his Vishamru, which he does very lovely. And I asked him, cause I was like, we can play any song when you like, maybe like a song that you want like an entrance for, like NBA players or NFL players. They have like little songs they come into. And I said, Dallas, what is your favorite song? He said, Vishamru. I said, no. Seriously, what's your favorite song? And he looked me dead in the eye. Rabbi, Vishamru. Favorite song is Vishamru. I respect that.
That would be his walk-up song.
That would be his walk-up song. When he makes it to the leagues, they're going to be playing they'll be playing Vishamru on the court. I love that. All right, the Amidah, we rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rakel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'zoker chasdei avot v'imahot u'mevi gula livnei v'neihem lema'an shemo b'yahava melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen Baruch atah Adonai magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah atah gibor le'olam Adonai mekayem metim atah rav lehoshia morid hatal Mekakel Kayim Bekesed Mekayem Eitim Berakamim Rabbim Somek Noflim Berofe Koholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afad Mikamoka Ba'agivurot Umito melak melek meimit umekaye umatzmiak Yeshua b'ne'emanat halakayot metim Baruch atah Adonai mekaye hametim. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We've never done this before. I don't think ever since the time. But take a moment to yourselves. It is the most important thing to be able to communicate with God and do it in a language that you understand, that you speak. And so take just a moment, a brief moment of silence for you and your own personal prayer. Just a few moments. And when you're done, you may be seated. Page 377, our prayer for the state of Israel.
Avinu Sheba Shamayim. And we pray for all the soldiers that are still fighting. and all the families that have people still being held hostage, and all the people that are recovering everything. It's not easy. All right, here we go. Everybody. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. Barek, Barek, in Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smikat Giolatenu, Hagen Alea Behevrat Kazdeka, Ufros Alea Sukat Shalomeka. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. Ushalak Orka Vamidka Lerashea Saraya Biyotzea Biyotzea Vitaknem Beitza Tova Milfaneka Vitaknem Beitza Tova Milfaneka. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. V'natata Shalom b'haaretz, v'simkat olam liyoshveiha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Begoalo. V'nomar, v'nomar, Amen.
On the adjacent page, a prayer for our country. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and may our country be sound in body and spirit. As together we say, Amen. Our Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, can be found on page 371. Do you have a list?
Yep, let them go first.
But I'm going to let them go first. We're going to start from the right, and then we're going to go to the left. Brent. Israeli hostages. Alan. Okay. Yes, sir. Buddy. Okay. Ronnie Sloan. Okay. Okay.
Okay, and I
Do you
want
have
to
a
say
list?
Yep. I had it here. I want to say a Misha Barak for Trudy Leshner, and I had her Hebrew name here, but I can't find it right now. God knows your Hebrew name, Trudy. This is for Trudy Leshner.
No, we did it today. Hold on. I have
her
that
Hebrew
text
name?
message. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
I
wrote it down, and
Okay. Tamar bat Zelig ve Chaya Freda.
Yeah.
Got it.
There you go. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. All right, page 3. Did we get everybody's name here? Who needs a Misha Barak? Okay. Page 377, everybody. Middle of the page. I'm going to do something after this.
Okay.
Misha Barak Avoteinu Mikor HaBracha Laimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Barak Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. I'll tell you in a second. Okay. I want to do something a little special now tonight. If you'll turn to page 675, top of the page, our friend Nori Gluck has sponsored the music for tonight. And it's in memory of her grandson, Pierce, who passed away 4 years ago. He was 10 weeks old. He got to visit the earth for 10 weeks, and he was in perfect health. Went to sleep, didn't wake up the next morning. So we don't know why. We don't understand these things, but Nori asked me to sing this song, Anima Amin, I believe. And this song has a special meaning to her family. Her father, Nori's dad, Michael, was a Holocaust survivor, and he loved to hear me sing this song. He always wanted me to sing this. And a lot of the Holocaust survivors sang this song when they were imprisoned. So this means a lot to Nori's family and to Pierce's parents, Brandon and Kate. So this is on page 675. These are the words of Maimonides, who was considered the greatest Jewish philosopher ever. He lived in the 11th century, and the English means, I believe with perfect faith in the Messiah's coming, and even if the Messiah is delayed, I will wait day by day. So I think this faith is what keeps Nori's family going, and we remember Pierce 4 years ago. Ani mamin, ani mamin, ani mamin, be'emunah shelema, beviat HaMashiach, beviat HaMashiach, ani mamin, ve'af al pi sheyitmamea, im kol ze ani mamin, ani mamin, ani mamin, ani mamin, be'emunah shelema, beviat HaMashiach, beviat HaMashiach, ani mamin, ve'af al pi sheyitmamea, im kol ze ani mamin. And that's in memory of little Pierce. Okay? How about that, huh?
How about that? Do you want have a seat? Just sit
Okay.
for like just a second.
You
I
got
won't. I won't talk for long. I'll keep it short. So I just want to thank you all. So last week I paraded around my little dog Millie. We have welcomed Millie into our family, and this week I've been thinking a lot about the word mishpacha, family. And I wanted to let everyone here know. Actually, my wife and we got into an argument. She said, I said, I'm going to tell everyone from the Bima that you're pregnant. And she said, you can't do that. And I said, of course I can. I'm the rabbi. We are expecting, and we're very excited. In January, is that right? Okay. I know my weeks. So if you have not seen my wife at services, it is because she feels awful and she's pregnant. I've been thinking about the word mishpacha and where it comes from. Or as like the Yiddish like to say, mishpacha. Okay, we all know that word. But mishpacha is kind of like a weird word. In some sense, I was trying to get to the root of it. But I think the idea that I was trying to get to today is our mishpacha, our family, well, it changes and it grows. We lose and we get, and we lose and we get. Sitting in front of me is my wonderful sister-in-law Samantha, who I literally did not know existed. And then one day, when this thing came on, she became my family. And now she is visiting, spending time with the newest member of our family, Millie, who's in her crate in my office. And she's not so super excited about that. But I just want to say that family is so weird. It's something that grows and expands. It shrinks and enlarges at times. We add people, we lose people. Family is kind of this never-ending like wave of things that come in and out of our lives. And for those of us who are ever so lucky, sometimes even our friends become our family, our very best friends. They too, they're family. Absolutely. Family is not necessarily defined by what happens under the chuppah. Family can be a term that includes the people that we love, the people that we care for. In some ways, Temple Bethel is a mishpacha. We are all one kind of family in one way or another. And it is a blessing to include those and to have those into our family and to welcome those. The word that I was trying to relate it to, so the word mishpacha, where does it come from? Well, this is fun. So shivcha actually comes from handmaiden, because it wasn't just the individuals that our ancestors were married to. It was those who were handmaidens that also helped produce, right, the 12 tribes. So think of that as you will. But the other word I wanted to say is this. There's another word. It's called shofech or shafach, lishfoch. It means to pour out. And it has a little bit of a different, it's a different cha, but for the time being that doesn't matter. Because to be family means to pour out. It means to give. Because when someone becomes your family, you stop thinking about, oh, what are they doing for me, what I'm doing for them. When someone becomes, and you internalize them as family, you pour out your soul. You pour out everything that you have. To your grandchildren, to your children, to the friends sitting next to you today, to your husband, to your sister-in-law, to everyone around you. When someone becomes your family, you pour out. And I just want to say thank you all for welcoming us, Bethel, into your family. And it will be growing by one as of next year. So we're super excited, and that's it. Did I forget anything? Okay. All right. My wife's pregnant. I knocked her up. Let's get the show on the road. All right. Aleinu.
Aleinu.
All right. 586.
Let's all rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teknu l'aliotze bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot hadama, shelo sam kelkenu kahem, v'gar aleinu kekol amonam, v'anaknu korim, u'mishtakavim u'modim, Lifnei Melech, Malkei Amlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'nemar, V'haya Adonai, Lemelech HaKol Haaretz, Bayom Hahu, Yiyeh Adonai Echad, U'Shemo, Ushemo Echad. I want to say a little something after the Kaddish.
You say whatever you need to say.
After the Kaddish.
Oh, after the Kaddish.
Yeah.
You got it. So it is our custom now that I ask you to please sit.
I'll say those last two names.
Okay, that would be great. And I will ask you to please rise as the name of your loved one is called aloud. And the reason why we do that, as was brought to my attention, I think it's lovely. The reason why we do that, number one, is so that people can recognize that the name that we're saying, that this person is related to you, that you have a loved one whose name is called aloud. And then we rise at the end all together, because as a community and as a family, we support and we are there for one another. So as we continue with the list, as the name of your loved one is called, I ask you to please rise. We think of Felix Avinaim. We think of Nuala Davidson, Jerry Mintz, and certainly this week we think of Morris Cook and his family. We add to that list the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust, as well as those who perished and were killed on October 7th in Israel. We add to that list Solomon Abulafia, Frida Breitkopf, Abraham Brill, Abraham Cooper, Charles Doppold, Vanessa Drabkin, Rose Drabkin H., Max Straubner, David Fried, Andy Glazer, Henry Halperin, Bella Himes, Samuel Jacobs, Rebecca Kaufman, Todd Kessel, Michael Leschner, Ben Levin, David Levin, Hyman Lieber, Jack Maskett, Burton Evans, Bella Phillips, Edward Pohl, Gertrude Potash, Benjamin Raymond, George Ross, Joseph Rossman, George Schaller, Max Schlossberg, Abraham Schwartz, Irving Stein, Ronald Stiglitz, Joan Stremmel, Alan Talman, Joseph Turetsky, Kurt Ulig, Rose Wolk, Kate Zeigel.
Okay, I'm going to add these two names.
And you're going to add two names
add two
to our
names.
list.
I'm going to say Ginger's mom, my mother-in-law, Miriam Olivier, without whom I would have not become a Cantor. And my friend Kurt Ulig, you just mentioned his name. He was a great, great help in my life. He was an angel in my life also, who really, really helped me. And we're also saying Kaddish tonight for little Pierce. And we mentioned that the music is in memory of him. Okay?
And we rise in support of our friends and our family and in their honor, as together we join in the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Page 598. Yitkadav v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'almad yivrach erotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayichon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav yizban kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam ulmei elmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, tamiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav huya osei shalom. Aleinu ve'kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha. May all of their memories be for us as a blessing. You may be seated. Sharon, it is your turn.
Okay.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm really happy to be here with you all tonight.
Sure.
Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor. Thank you, Richie and David upstairs doing the cameras. Thank you to everyone who's joining us online from home tonight. We're happy that you are with us too. Mazel tov, and thanks to Rabbi and Wendy, willing to do anything to increase our membership. Our music tonight is sponsored, as Cantor said, by Nori Gluck in memory of her grandson, Pierce David Movitz. Our flowers are sponsored by Barbara S. Drabkin in memory of her niece, Vanessa Drabkin. And the Oneg is sponsored by Dr. Drabkin as well in memory of her mother, Rose H. Drabkin. Don't forget, you too can be a sponsor as a way to honor a loved one. You just have to call the office. You can also put something into one of the tzedakah boxes that you see all around. Everything is appreciated. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, we have Torah study followed by Shabbat morning service on Zoom. Wednesday, we'll have Cantor's class at 6. Thursday, 10:30, will be Minyan here. Next Friday at 7, we'll have services again here and online. I would like to thank everyone who's gone online or called the office to renew their memberships for 2024-25. If you haven't yet, now's the time to do it. There's a link to the renewal in Trending today. It's also the time to take advantage of early bird ticket prices for the High Holy Days, whether you aren't yet a member or you are a member who wants to buy extra tickets. The link again is in Trending. And now is also the time to honor loved ones by including them in our Yizkor Book of Remembrance, and the form for that is in Trending today as well. Save the dates, which I've been mentioning lately. In the morning, there'll be a meet and greet for our preschool and JLC families with their teachers on August 18th. And at noon that day, our annual open house, an end of summer luau, with great food and music, a wonderful day to bring friends. And you will see the reveal of our new annual magazine, High Times. August 25th, Jewish Heritage Day with the Marlins. They're playing the Chicago Cubs in an afternoon game. We have a block of tickets for Temple Bethel, so you can purchase using the online form that's in Trending, or by calling our office. Don't call the Marlins. Want to remind also, because I mentioned it and I got some interest here, we will be having a beginning Hebrew class again, an adult Hebrew class, Sunday school with Cantor Manny teaching. It will basically be following the JLC schedule. So think about whether you would like to learn to read Hebrew. Kiddush and Hamotzi will be in the Oneg tonight in the chapel. Please help yourselves to a cup of wine and a piece of challah as you enter. Thank you for listening. Shabbat Shalom.
Before we go, I want to say a special welcome to my friends Violet and Wally all the way from Delray Beach.
Hi, guys.
Right.
Welcome.
Welcome.
All right, folks, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you to please rise Walk with us. Let's get in there. You know the drill by now. Get some challah. Get some wine in your hand. And let's get some oneg on.
And we're going to sing Eveinu Shalom Aleichem.
Eveinu Shalom Aleichem.
We bring peace to you. We want peace for everybody.
Let's move it. Let's go.
Eveinu Shalom Aleichem. Eveinu Shalom Aleichem. Eveinu Shalom Aleichem. Eveinu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Eveinu Shalom Aleichem. Eveinu Shalom Aleichem. Eveinu Shalom Aleichem.